I'm reading the book of Ruth, first two chapters. Takes a little setup, so there's Naomi has two sons, and her husband dies, and then both of her sons die. So her daughter-in-laws, Ruth and Oprah, come with her. Okay, and well, I don't know if Oprah does, but Ruth stays with her. I mean, she's adamant about it, right? She doesn't go nowhere. She's told to go on, find a new husband, whatever. And she's like, no, I'm going to stay with you. And so they go to Naomi's, where she's from. So they leave Moab. And they're pretty poor. So Ruth goes out and she's picking up the heads of the barley or wheat or whatever, and this guy Boaz, who's a second cousin or whatever of Naomi, sees Ruth, who would have been a widow of his second cousin or something, okay, and tells her that nobody's going to bother you. If you're thirsty, go and we have water for you. Pick all the wheat you want, and he tells his servants to let her drop some extra so she can pick it up, right? And she's like, why? She gets prostrate on the ground, and why are you being so nice to me? He says, well, word got out how nice you were, to my cousin. All right, how well you treated your mother-in-law. Okay, so that so much about life. And when you read through Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, they're harsh. They're really harsh. I'm thinking, okay, that's the playbook for the Taliban and ISIS, right? So then I'm at church on Sunday, and my best friend Michael Caballero is given the word, and he's prepared, and he's and he's always exciting to hear, listen to, because he gets into it. He has some power in his message, right? And Jonathan Stoops, and I like Jonathan too. Jonathan gets in it too. Jonathan comes into the Bible Basics class, and he just monopolizes the whole hour, talking about the youth. He gets up on stage during service, and he does the same thing. And the music ministry and everybody starts getting into it, and I see Pastor John and talking to Mike, and hey, this is you're probably not going to get a chance to say give your whole word, and I'm missing out on the spirit in the room. I am missing out on everybody else because I'm thinking this just ain't right. And then Mike gets up on stage, and he is so gracious, and he just says, hey, the word has already been given, right? And he just he gives it up to Jonathan Stoops, right? And just all he said, everything he does is just nothing more than fortify what he does. And what it reminded me of on my reaction was Joshua. I think it was in the book of Numbers, where he got really disturbed because other people besides Moses were prophesying and healing people, and Moses was like, hey, I don't have a monopoly on God, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, so I got a Joshua lesson there, right? But it was awesome. And then I had me and Pastor Richardson had a little talk about trail life. I'm like, I think, I told him people in this church are in a coma. And I have more things in this, but this trail life, this is the only trail life group in the Rio Grande Valley, and there's no participation from any of the youth at Center Church. And we have a great group of boys, and they're it's been amazing over the last year watching them. Now we're coming up into July. It's July. Um, we're coming. There probably is going to be a chance to teach swimming again, so that might be something that might entice some of the boys from Center Church to get involved, because I'll be part of that, teaching the swimming. But it was it was an awesome service, even though it wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, it was amazing how everybody got into the praise and worship, and then Mike just capped it off, just being very gracious and going with it, going with the direction the Spirit took everybody. Can't go against the Spirit, right? The right. This is I'm reading in this book, All Words Have Power by Yvonne Oswald, and she's like a prerequisite. She's a precursor to everybody that's talking about the power of attraction. Because I actually, chapter 1, I had to write out all the good things, all the good attributes of my mom, my dad, and the people in my life that had the biggest impact was mostly coaches, and even if they were in the SEAL teams, and they were trainers. Fred Fritsch is a big one. Roy Jones Sr., a big one, influence in my life, and write down what their attributes are. And then she says that those things that you admire in other people are qualities that are within you. You are a reflection of the people in your life. Isn't that something? All right, what makes me feel pretty good? I have some good people in my life. All right, have a good day.